Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. We need to talk about something that happened in New York City that is exceedingly dark.
Disturbing videos show deranged gunmen killing elderly man, shooting random pedestrians in broad daylight in New York City rampage.
Braden from the channel Langley Outdoor Academy published this a day or so ago, and I wanted to add something to his comments. I think he could have emphasized more.
This is a horrible tragedy. This is an act of evil perpetrated against the innocent. This is why the states that are gun rights states have enabled the citizens to have the option and the choice to defend themselves should this occur around them or to them.
I couldn't agree with Braden more here. He is a real advocate for people to stand up for themselves and not be bullied or victimized.
And now we're going to talk about the gun itself. He had an extended magazine. That's illegal in New York.
And this is an excellent point. Making things illegal does not make them unpossessable. The failed war on drugs proves this, and I'm going to comment on the fentanyl problem in a future video.
In fact, the scooter was illegal for wherever he was at this point in time. It's irrelevant to the whole gun rights argument, but it's another point in evidence that criminals are going to criminal.
Again, this is another excellent point that totally falls on deaf ears in the anti-gun movement. Anti-gun people do not care about this fact.
You also had sensitive places that were just introduced. You had Letitia James sue gun companies or ghost gun manufacturers. There's not much more they can do short of confiscation, and yet these things still happen to the innocent among us.
And these things will continue to happen even if confiscation were to come to pass. Now, this is where I wanted to jump in. I think Braden could have taken it another step and talked more about how the state infuses us with a false sense of security.
You have to understand, in a world full of evil intentions, you have to have a way to defend yourself.
And he is absolutely right here. The left loves pointing out how there is a disparity between people endowed with strength and agility and those who are not. Possessing and wielding a firearm levels the playing field. Mr. Coleon Noir Esquire talks about this all the time on his channel.
Because relying on a nanny state, relying on an overbearing state that takes the gun rights from individuals and says, don't worry, we'll take care of it, this is what happens. You create a power vacuum and you see the innocent suffer. That's what this all boils down to. You can be an innocent victim or you can have a chance.
I couldn't agree more with what Braden is talking about here, but I think the issue goes further. The nanny state creates a false sense of security. Besides the fact that the police in this country are corrupt and misuse their power for so many things, from family annihilation to dereliction of duty under the color of authority, to suggest that people are universally peaceful and law-abiding is a flat-out lie. I wish it weren't, I really do, but let's come back to reality.
Because again, this points to the fact that gun control is not only ineffective, it quelches the possibility of defense.
Well, that's all I have for now. Remember that black guns matter. Join me in staying safe, being lawful, and never giving up your rights.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15.